I guess the air conditioning was pretty cold in that place. Hey friends, it's a good day. I got up this morning and rode my bicycle 10 kilometers round trip to the temple and back and took a shower. So now I feel pretty good. I'm going to do something just for you. Turn the air conditioner off. How's that? Ah, peace and quiet. All right. I know it's been a week since I posted last. There's something big going on in my life. My landlord is 86 years old, and he politely approached me to look for somewhere else because he wants to sell this place, and he and his wife, who's probably similarly aged, are going to move in to a next door house to one of their children or something like that. So, taking my time, I've cleaned the house. If you can imagine how much of a task that was. And so this house is kind of weird. The property is not exactly a rectangle. It's actually wider at the front than it is at the back. Not by much. Not by maybe, this much or something. But you can tell with the ceiling tiles and stuff that the house is actually kind of a trapezoid shape. So you'd think that someone, somewhere along the line, would have come along and said, "Trapezoid house, please abort. Trapezoid house, please abort my floor." All right. Hey, I could be a star. If it's late at night, I might be a midnight star. I really hope somebody gets that joke. Well, anyway, the other day I went somewhere, and then on the way home I was going through an area which is kind of a new road, but there's nothing built there yet. I think it's going to be a science park or something. So I was going through this lonely area, and then suddenly deep water. And so Gogoro, my motorcycle, became Gogor boat. The name Gogoro is already funny because everybody says it the same way. And then I talked to my mom on the phone, and there was a pause in the conversation, and she suddenly said, "How's your Gogoro?" Emphasis on the second syllable. I've never heard anybody make that mistake before. There's nothing wrong with it, it was just funny. Oh, Mom. So, that was pretty funny. Then, yesterday, something happened. My key fob. And so there's the button. You push it once and it turns the bike on. If you hold it for 2 seconds, it opens the seat, and you can put things inside or take things out, although there's not much space under there. Well, anyway, this thing got full of water because I thought it was waterproof, and so I left it under the strap on the motorcycle seat in the rain. which I've done for almost 2 years now. But it finally got too wet. Oh well. Anyway, I went to the post office and I got stuck because I couldn't open the seat, I couldn't turn it on. This thing wouldn't work. So I had to go home to get my backup. I have 2 of these. Well, minus this one, now 1. And so I was stuck there at the post office. I couldn't get it open. There's an old woman that works at the post office who seems to be kind of like a volunteer or something. She's not behind the counters processing things. She's just kind of there. Well, she noticed I was in trouble and came out. And she was like, what's wrong? You can't get it started or working or whatever. And I was like, yeah. So I guess I could walk all the way home and back, but I thought I'll get a taxi to take me round trip. She's like, there's not a lot of taxis around here. I was like, well, I just saw one. Long pause. And then she says, how about if I just lend you my motorcycle and you can go home and get your key? I was like, that would work. Thank you very, very much. And so she lent me her motorcycle, probably a 90cc or something. I went home and got my key and everything was fine.
谢谢，待会见。
And then the conversation there at the end was with that old woman and some other woman that was apparently going to the post office. And so we talked for a while, and I won't translate it because it's very boring. They said, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, you got water in it. Oh, you can get a new one. Can't you charge it? No. Well, anyway, that was a good thing. That's the kind of thing you expect from Tainan City. People will just be friendly with nothing in return, just be nice and be nice to everyone. Tainan City has done that to me. I will see some foreigners in trouble or something and help them find directions. And, one time I even took someone somewhere. They needed to exchange money. It was a person from China. A woman from China needed to exchange money from renminbi to Taiwanese money. And it was just before the main post office would close where she could exchange it. And so I got her on my motorcycle and took her there, and she was able to exchange the money. So, be nice to people, and people will be nice to you in return. It's a good way to live. You may have seen that I posted on Facebook and Instagram that I found the desk calendar from the veterinary clinic where I've taken Rainbow, my previous cat, and they give me this calendar every year, and I found the 2014 calendar. And then, going through things, I found the 2015 calendar, which is sad because that's the year that she died. She had cancer, in her eye. Her entire left eyeball was gone. And black goo would come out and she would flip her head and get it everywhere. And she was so weak, she couldn't even jump up onto my bed to be with me without help. So I had her put to sleep. I love you, kitty. I love you, kitty. So, there's no 2016 calendar. My two kitties now are doing very, very well. They're 2.5, I guess. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. There you go. I love you, kitty. You're a nice kitty. I also found this, a Hello Kitty pen cap or pencil cap. That kind of pencil that you push to get the lead out, you can replace it with this. And autofocus is never going to work. There we go. But it's kind of like a plastic ball, so it's kind of like a magnifying glass. Do you see that? All right, so anybody want a Hello Kitty pencil thing, I'll send it to you. All right, there's my update for now. Take care, everybody, and be safe out there. Take me to your dance floor.